Yo, yo. Testing, testing, testing. Testing, testing, testing. Let's see, let's see. I am good to go, I think, for the most part. I think so. That's set there. Anyway, oh yeah, I should probably turn this on. Right screen. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Welcome everyone, Sanjuche here. Welcome back to the channel. It is the end of August. We're nearing closer and closer towards the end of the year, but here we are again, another end of month subscriber stream. I must say these aren't as nice as they used to be, you know, having the gang on Discord, even though that is an option for anyone that wants to come on. As per usual, the link to the Discord is in the description, or at least should be. So there's that. So if you wanna definitely jump on and talk voice to voice for the stream, that is definitely an option. But yeah, I'm here another month. What can I say? It hasn't been, I wouldn't say it's been a bad month, but at the same time it's had its challenges as per usual. Tomorrow's the 1st of September, so kind of just looking forward to seeing what the new month has in store for the most part. So yeah, so hope all of you guys are doing all right. I'm here, you know, work tomorrow as usual, nothing crazy. But oh, I should probably leave this in the, like, as a pinned comment or something. One second. If you wanna join the I could just pin this. Yeah, boom. All right, yeah, so I guess if anybody wants to, then that option is there. But yeah, so this month has been interesting as per usual when it comes on to the Boruto manga, the Boruto story, Two Blue Vortex, as we go forward. Of course, we saw the return of one of our fan favorite Boruto characters. Well, I guess Naruto Boruto characters, you get the point. Momoshiki Otsutsuki. And you know, if you guys have been following me, you know I take I take this situation Momoshiki as one big comedy for the most part. So there's that. But honestly, the fact that he's back, it should be interesting to see how he can possibly spice up the narrative going forward, or just the dynamic between him and Boruto at least, because in the grand scheme of things, he's this series quote unquote Kurama, which I predict won't be turning good, but you know, it's interesting all the same. Outside of that, To Be Hero X is kind of winding down, coming to an end. Only 2 more episodes. I actually like what they've been doing with the last few episodes overall. I think some persons might complain that the middle portion of To Be Hero X might have been a bit weak, but and specifically I'm talking about the intersecting arcs between the characters of like Ghostblade, Lolly, Queen, Cyan. Who else again am I missing there in that mix? Yeah, I'm missing, I feel like I'm missing somebody. But yeah, the point is that yeah, To Be Hero X is coming to an end soon. Just 2 more weeks, but I think it's definitely been good for the most part. Today's episode was was nice. One of the big things with To Be a Hero X is the fact that X, we've been waiting to see him. They've been kind of drip feeding us in terms of his appearances and everything. And it seems like they're really building up to an interesting finale with him. So I'm curious if it's going to be like a one season type of thing, or if after these 24 episodes we can probably expect a continuation of the story or this particular story. I'm aware there's been previous To Be Hero animes, but at the same time they seem like they had nothing to do with each other. Like they're different stories, different continuities, it seems. So yeah, pretty much just that. But we'll get to that. We'll get to the top arcs, I think, in To Be Hero X. So that's going to be interesting. Now, just to kind of backtrack here, back to the whole Boruto situation going forward, going into September with chapter 26 and beyond. It's going to be interesting as per usual. I mean, I'm sure I say this every month. But it really is. Like all the two blue vortex chapters, I think they've been pretty consistent. I don't think I'd rate anything less than a 6.5 in terms of the ratings. So I mean, it's usually like a 6.5 to a 10, like that range there. I don't think there's been like a genuine like bad chapter of Two Blue Vortex, but Momoshiki has been that element in the story. I'm like, yo, where is he? 25 chapters, like, and I know like on paper 25 chapters doesn't sound like a lot, but you gotta realize this thing is monthly, so that's 2 years before getting to see Momoshiki again. That's crazy to me. And now that he's back, I am ready to kind of just talk about where the story could go. Now, during my whole reaction review, I know we were saying that, Boruto's whole plan here, of course, centers around the fact that he is kind of at a peak right now without any decent amount of time to particularly train in the conventional way. So him going to Momoshiki is really and truly acknowledging that, yo, I'm not really on that level right now where defeating Jura is concerned, and I need your help, man. Because, yeah, training in the conventional way right now isn't going to really cut it, or at least he doesn't have enough time for that. And I think that's interesting because it kind of, even though Boruto is I would say, thematically or narratively speaking, I guess the last ninja, so to speak, in an era where, the era of Shinobi is over. But and he would do things the traditional way, and he's done that over the last 2 to 3 years with some cheat codes here and there. But I feel like him going to Momoshiki is that balancing act between the traditional and what it means to be a modern ninja, or the modern sensibilities of gaining power. So it's interesting. Momoshiki, so we have Boruto saying like, yo, he needs his help to get stronger here because he can't defeat Jura. Of course, it's funny because this man is just wishing for death at this point, really just trying to hammer him. Like there's no reason for him to exist. He'd rather just die and become nothing, which I find to be funny because really and truly, if you go back to even like a lot of the previous chapters, right? I'm on this site here. Not chapter 75. Let's go for chapter. And let's go for chapter 78. What I always found funny when he came on to Momoshiki was how confident he was in terms of things going his way, right? And the way it's built up that makes it really comedic to me is just how sure he was of his plan working, of Boruto falling to despair. I'm kind of just endlessly strolling back to the part with Momoshiki. Because even pre-time skip here, chapter 78, right? He helps Kawaki escape. It's like, yo fam, no, I've seen the future. Kawaki needs to, be out of here for things to happen the way they're supposed to happen. And then, yeah, so like this part here when he says, well boy, you've lost one blue eye. I think you know this, but this is just the beginning. You'll go on to lose everything in very short order, and it can no longer be stopped. The end has already begun. And then, like, if you go back to say like chapter 79, Of course, everybody's after Kawaki. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Omnipotence is cast here. Da, 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 da. And then it's at this point where everybody's basically attacking Boruto because of the omnipotence switch. Hold on. 1 second, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, and he's just confident at this point. Yo, hey boy, I'm curious. How does it feel to lose everything? You're awfully chipper. Why don't you tell me what's about to go down? Look behind you. Of course, Mitsuki attacks him. And then Momoshiki, like, the man just grinning off his face. Indeed, this is the true nature of Ada's power to charm, a divine power she herself can control, and brought about by the Shinjutsu omnipotence. Of course, he goes on to explain the whole omnipotence shtick and how it works and how it used to create worlds, language of the gods, yada yada da. Yeah. Da, 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 da. People's memories have been altered. Any common knowledge involving the two of you, every person's consciousness is by nature is linked through chakra, so it's not impossible for a god to meddle with it if they so choose. Have you never contemplated how many times an Otsutsuki who became a god may have previously manipulated humankind's memories? By the way, omnipotence does not affect Otsutsufied like you and Kawaki, nor its caster Ada. Incidentally, that Uchiha girl somehow seems to be unaffected as well. Though it's usually the immune who suffer the most from omnipotence. Da da da. Go back to the last chapter, chapter 80 here. I just want to kind of build my case up with Momoshiki here. What the heck is that? What a bind. Kill or be killed. Though it's not very shinobi-like to take down former friends, is it? Let's switch. I'll slaughter them for you. Shut up. Stay out of this. Alright, karma. Momoshiki, if you dare hurt my friends, I'll never forgive you. Your friends? I don't see any friends here. In fact, you don't have any at all. Only enemies. Just admit it. You know already, don't you? That everyone wants you dead. There is nowhere you belong, no reason to live. So go to sleep forever. Sasuke comes in there. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There, Otsutsuki. That headband, it's the one I gave to Kawaki, yet you have it for some reason. And that's not all. I know you're there, Otsutsuki Momoshiki. You should be inside Kawaki, so why are you here? Several things are troubling me, but at the same time, I can actively feel in my mind, each thing drastically bothering me less and less. It's quite terrifying. I never give it a thought until now, how completely undependable my own memories might be. I don't know what to believe anymore, and so I decided that even if I doubt myself, I'd believe in my daughter Sarada. Sasuke, I shall help you because my daughter wishes it. That is worth risking my life. Is he in his right mind? He's going to help Boruto for his daughter, even though he perceives Boruto to be an enemy? I may be in the process of committing a monumental mistake, so prove me wrong and validate Sarada. Don't let it go to your head, Boruto. This one man's health won't change the fact that you've lost so much. Omnipotence happened. That's the unmistakable reality. It's totally different from momentary deceptions like Genjutsu. As in, Ada was simply the trigger. Even if you were to kill her now, it would not reverse the changes that have already taken place. You're being awfully chatty, Otsutsuki. What's got you so panicked? I'm saying that your role here is finished, man. So stop being a sore loser, you imp. Hurry up and hand over your body already. You have balls to talk about being a sore loser. Give me a break. You're the one who needs to stay backstage. How about you act like the dead piece of crap you are and stay silent for once? The damn brat, what crazy mental resolve he has. I know that apologies won't cut it, but I'm still sorry, Boruto. Da, 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 da. Clock one, so yeah. I can't stop thinking. Way more so I can know about him. And Momoshiki right here is like, damn, Shinobi yapping on unnecessarily and interfering with the perfect opportunity for me to make him despair and lose his will to live. This is bad. This line of talk is extremely bad. It wasn't supposed to go like... You should know that I never for a second considered this as losing everything, Momoshiki. I've got flowing inside me the blood of my dad, 7th Hokage Uzumaki Naruto, my mom's Yuka blood too, and my granddad was the 4th Hokage. And most important, I'm a Konoha Will of Fire ninja. In fact, the one who drove Kawaki into this corner was not other than me. Yada yada yada. Alright. So yeah, it's just funny to me, dog. Like all this build up, all this thing that Momoshiki was kind of expecting to happen to the whole prophecy, and you know it goes back to the Chunin exams or the Momoshiki arc where he predicted after they killed him, right? And apart from it just flipping on its head in terms of how he expected it to go, I find it so funny that even how it's portrayed in the manga by how Boruto is reacting to it. I mean, he does say he's a bit crushed, a bit, kind of shaken up by it, but it still feels so kind of nonchalant, it's like he's saying like, oh yeah, this happened, but I still got to focus on this. It's like there's no time to, and this is not like a negative criticism, it's just to kind of highlight the point, just to make fun of Momoshiki here, that Boruto didn't even like kind of, there wasn't any time to like breathe it all in and say, yo dog, Boruto's really like struggling, feet really like down in the dumps. No, it's just like we move past it, bro. Like it was no big deal. It's a big deal, but at the same time not a big deal. So it's interesting coming back to Boruto chapter 25 and seeing this man like channel, dog. How the mighty have fallen, bro. It's crazy. But the comedy aspect of it aside, like going forward now, right? Of course, again, as I would have said during my reaction review, Boruto isn't dumb. He's been trained by Sasuke as well, etc., etc. And him making this proposition to Momoshiki, if we're able to take down Juro, I'll give you my body. You can have everything you want. Which, I mean, Momoshiki has put his expectations in one basket before. I guess since he had no choice in the grand scheme of things, since he couldn't really revive anymore. But I don't think he's stupid, because think about it, right? In the grand scheme of things, Jura's end goal, his negative end goal, is basically the main goal of Momoshiki. So Momoshiki must be looking at it and saying, no, this doesn't make sense. Why would I help this guy beat Jura to prevent a situation that I'm going to cause when I take over his body? So it would it would be even more points off Momoshiki's book for me if he doesn't really see through this, from at least from that perspective, because it wouldn't make no sense otherwise. Unless outside of that, the only other thing I could say, there's the whole Boruto's just fooling him. Maybe Boruto has some kind of countermeasure. Maybe there's some future that Kashin Koji told him about that will account for this, etc., etc. But really and truly, I am expecting Momoshiki to kind of probably see through it and play along. It would be interesting that way as well, because at least if it would be kind of like a situation where, like, Boruto is telling him this, but he has his backup plan, and Momoshiki is also telling telling Boruto this, like, okay, yeah, I agree, but he has his backup plan. It would actually make things interesting in terms of just the conflict and tension between Boruto and something here, because it could be a situation, like, where in the moments where he's helping Boruto, maybe, like, one moment Boruto asleep and him just take over his body. Maybe there's a secret Otsutsuki part where he can start put some other things in place for, But at the same time, as I said, Boruto could have a backup plan as well, because maybe there's a future he saw via, or learned about via Kashin Koji, where he could say, yeah, like, even if I give him my body, then this is going to work out either way. There's a high possibility. Or maybe he might be counting on Kawaki to be able to, put him down if it comes to it. So there's definitely that. And at the end of the day, he's still a ninja. The quote unquote, I would say, last shinobi, right? Technically. I mean, there's still ninja in Konoha, but you guys get what I mean. So him just pulling the deception card, I think, would be quite in line with the themes of what Boruto is going for as a character, the Shadow Kage, right? So there's that. There is definitely that. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go. But I think above all else going forward, I would love to get more on the Otsutsuki via Momoshiki, because one issue outside of the issue of the legacy characters not being in the manga version of the story, which still doesn't make any sense to me. The other thing is the feeling of not a lot of Otsutsuki still being alive. Like in Invincible more recently, like with season 3, when Nolan was saying, like, oh, there's only like X and Y amount of pure-blooded Viltrumites left in the universe, and you're like, what? So I'm curious if that's a key, if there's a similar case like that going on with the Otsutsuki, because again, just to backtrack and like just think about the fact that why would Ishiki be sweating and trying to ensure the legacy of the Otsutsuki lives on through code if there's like a whole planet of these guys still around, right? So that's the thing. That's the thing. It just feels like there's only so much. So Momoshiki, like, coming for the ride and playing a proactive role when it comes on to the story going forward, right? I think we can learn much more about the Otsutsuki and gain a better appreciation for them, because yeah, a lot of persons would say, who are the Boruto detractors, or the persons who just, there may not be detractors, but they just don't vibe with the whole god, aliens in Naruto no, and all that jazz and blues. Yeah, the persons who kind of feel that way, I think what's missing is a deeper connection when it comes down to the Otsutsuki. And I would say that it's intentional, that they're not made to be like, they're not made for us to be like to empathize with them, but but like getting more on their lore and everything through Momoshiki. He would be like the exposition, well, it wouldn't be sponge in this case, anti-sponge. Like, he'll be spinning out like, oh, some interesting details, some interesting facts here and there. So there's that. And I think even above all else, even having a situation of Momoshiki just even coming face to face with Jura. I think opportunity like that, like a interaction like that, would be like a prime opportunity for some interesting lore tidbits when it comes on to the Otsutsuki, the Divine Trees, because there's still a lot of details I feel like we don't know, a lot of nuances that we haven't explored yet, and we're taking the time to really build up to it. So having Momoshiki be there to actually confront and interact with Jura potentially, I think would be very, very interesting, to say the least. And I wonder how Jura himself would actually react to Momoshiki. Like, would he feel subservient to him, or I mean, he has his own autonomy now, but I'm very curious. Would it set off some kind of automatic thing in the 10 Tails where it's like, oh shit, I gotta, play my role? Man, I'm just kind of just throwing things out there at this point. So, yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go where Momoshiki is concerned. And, like, I think by extension, as we go along, we could also learn. I mean, this is more like long term, but I think we can still get that from Momoshiki playing that proactive role for the future of the series. Is just even the previous Otsutsuki who've used omnipotence to kind of rewrite history. Of course, I did do a video like maybe a year or two ago regarding that Naruto story, Lying to You, and probably the missing Otsutsuki being tied to the Uzumaki clan, and probably being why the Uzumaki clan was wiped out. Maybe like a secret reason they might use as like a retcon to add on to the additional details we got in Naruto Part 2 or Naruto Shippuden, So I think we could get that too. We could probably expound on even just the higher dimensionality of Otsutsuki who have become a god, because of course we know Shibai, but based on the dialogue that we got from Momoshiki pre-time skip, when Boruto was on the run, and he was explaining omnipotence, and he was like, how many Otsutsuki who've become a god do you think have done that? Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if there's like a council of Otsutsuki in this higher realm, or it would be crazy, but I think it would be interesting all to see him. So I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out with Momoshiki going forward. So it's a lot of possibilities when it comes on to just having Momoshiki having a presence in the story, having him be proactive. I think it should be interesting. I mean, even thinking about it, even a situation where Boruto has explained the situation to Kawaki, and maybe even Kawaki having a little confrontation with Momoshiki too. I think that would be interesting, all to see him. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go. Really and truly curious. So yeah. So that's just like a lot of the benefits I think having Momoshiki in the story going forward could prove to have, honestly. So there's that. I mean, in recent times I have kind of talked about my major concern regarding like the power scaling going forward. I mean, I've talked about it on the Cloud Ninja podcast. I think I've talked about it in some of my recent reaction reviews when it comes on. And Sarada was like at the center of it, but it could really extend for other characters. I'm just, in a nutshell, I'm just hoping going forward when it comes on to like our heroes, that we have some believable boost in power, or some better context for characters getting as strong as they are. I mean, I like, as I said before in my reaction review, I like what I see with Himawari training, all the hints to her hidden power, how she's as strong as she is, etc, etc. But there's a lot of missing context and nuance that they're kind of drip feeding us too. So I'm kind of hoping that we get some more details, because again, my theory is that she's kind of like, whenever she enters her Kurama mode, her version of it, it's kind of like a pseudo Baryon mode, pseudo. From the perspective of Kurama just saying like she's human, but she's more like a teal beast, more like Jura and himself here. Or even when she just got it, is like Kurama was saying like they're merged on like some DNA or soul based level. So if again, if you take what barrier mode is, which seems more like chakra fusion, it would seem to me that it's more along the lines of, yeah, this is why Himawari is as strong she is. But I'm hoping there's more to it than that. Wait, Andrew, well, go on, man. Up on direct, live and in, well, not 4K, but probably 1440p. Yes, yes, all good, all good. But yeah, so that's the whole thing. Like the context when it comes on to Himawari getting a strong chase is there. But I'm just hoping that becomes like a trend and something that makes sense for a lot of characters. Because my issue, and I've said before, there's a slippery line between characters beating and being able to beat certain characters and it seeming like bullshit. Like some Dragon Ball Super anime levels of madness. Like characters just jumping to a certain level just because the plot requires it, but at least make it make sense. Give me some excuse, right? So yeah, so I'm just hoping that's not the case because again, I would probably rant if like next arc, I see Chocho or Inajin beating Jura. If you're not careful, you'll have something like that going on. So I'm just saying you gotta be careful, man. You gotta be careful with the power scaling. So that's all I'm saying when it comes on. It comes on to that. So yeah. So I'm hoping we do get some more when it comes on to Momoshiki and Boruto for chapter 26 specifically. To see how their arrangement is going to go because it's going to really set the stage and foundation. Um but again, yes, Momoshiki has put his expectations in one basket before, but they can't make him that stupid, man. They can't make him that stupid. He must know for a fact there must be something between the lines when it comes on to Boruto offering his body to him as like compensation for helping out with Jura. Because again, if I'm Momoshiki, I'm thinking like, okay, Jura in the grand scheme of things will want to consume one of the Otsutsuki, become a divine, like a true divine tree, absorb all life on the planet, and produce a chakra fruit. And if I'm going to help you stop that, but that's kind of what I want to do too. Like, so I'm hoping they make Momoshiki bring that up for next chapter like that. Like, you can't fool me, bro. Like, there's something that's something. Or again, he could just, make it a case, as I said before, like, yeah, okay, fine. But he has his, like, some backup plan. And, Boruto also has a backup plan, and they're just planning against each other. So, that could be a case. But I guess we'll see how that pans out. Outside of that, for chapter 26, like between Boruto and Momoshiki, I'm expecting, yeah, since we ended chapter 25 on Ada trying to get in touch with these guys. Yeah, Ada will probably try to get in touch with. Oh, did somebody join? Wait, Andrew? Oh, go on, man. Yeah, it's still muted, bro. If you hear me. Wait, Millennium? Oh, go on. Yeah, Andrew, if you hear me, man, you're muted. Muted. But what I was going to say though is I wouldn't be surprised if it's a case where, like, in trying to contact Sumeri and Sarada here, like Momoshi just interrupts or something, and then it kind of sparks the whole confrontation with like Damon, Ada, Momoshi. Because when it comes on to that fight, I'm expecting like Ada, Damon, Sarada, and Sumeri to be kind of involved in that fight there when it comes on to Momoshi. So I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being the case. Andrew? So I would be surprised if that. I guess he's sorting out his audio there.
Oh, you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you now, man. What's up?
Good, yeah.
It's another
But
month.
another month, no.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Pretty much. What did you think of
Yeah,
this month's chapter?
chapter. Yeah, the chapter is, um, it wouldn't say like further, um, wouldn't say character development and see where, yeah. But either way, you didn't learn that much. It's like it wrapped up the arc or so.
Yeah, it was definitely the end of the arc. So 26 to me kind of marked the start of something new.
Yeah. So, but when Kurama said like, Himori is like him and Jura, I was wondering that if Kurama, piece of Kurama was there already, like when she was born. So, no. Because you remember, sometimes it's when she get angry, when Bertha break her, PR stuff toy or something like
Yeah,
that.
teddy bear.
It's like she were, it's like she wasn't there, like something take over or something like that.
Yeah, my thing has been that when we did kind of find out regarding Kurama being in her, I was still a bit skeptical for that being the reason for her power because it didn't make sense to me. Like this Kurama, I would expect this Kurama shouldn't be that powerful just being reborn. So I've always had the idea that there's still something more to it than just Kurama, but based on the recent statements, it's led me to different theories. But a lot of persons, just to kind of follow up more on what you were saying though, is that the fact that Boruto and Himura had well, they have the whiskers. So a lot of persons would say that yeah, Kurama probably might have been there before. Maybe some of his chakra is with them. So yeah. So,
But
but mm-hmm.
the way you said it is like, oh, you're like us. Like, so that means they're probably born with it. You can't just, oh, like say Kurama died and you resurrect inside of him, or it can't work like that. So it's like you have to be there like
But
from the
from
beginning.
before,
You get
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah, I get
Yeah.
what you're saying.
To
I
say.
definitely get what you're saying. Um, hmm.
But let's see what happens still. But and the part you say about Momoshiki, yeah, you have to notice in like some undertone behind what Boris is saying. Like some there's a catch. There has to be a catch.
Yeah,
Or something he's not that dumb to fall for that, I don't think.
yeah, because yeah, if they make him fall for that dog, trust me, I think, I think I'd probably lose
Yeah.
any ratings for Momoshiki because it would just make him look so dumb, bro. To be honest, so he must, he must,
Because
he must know that something's up.
yeah, have to. Because it's like, oh, I'll give it, but no. Brother, you'll do everything in your power to stop me from coming here, but all of a sudden, oh, if you help, like, no, I'm not dumb. Basically that. But we'll
Yeah,
see what happens still, like,
yeah, exactly, exactly. Because I mean, I still think we're still a ways off before finding out like the complete details when it comes on to Himawari. I think it's going to be a while. Because even going, because even I'm on the official Naruto website right now, the Boruto 2 Blue Vortex section with the Q&A with Ikimoto. And
yeah.
we're talking about the intensity that Damon felt from Himawari, and somebody was just asking if that was due to Kurama, and then you have
Mhm.
Ikimoto's basically saying, well, Himawari inherited both the Uzumaki and Hyuga's clan's bloods, and those factors have a synergetic effect with Kurama's chakra. It's more like he sensed the enormity of that potential within her. So when I read this note, I was saying, okay, even though initially I was saying like it had to be something more than Kurama that was pushing Himawari to be as strong as she was. Because if we were doing the power scaling, I'm sure Damon wouldn't have that reaction to Naruto if like during the time he still had Kurama, if they actually met during that time. But when I read this answer that Ikimoto gave, I'm saying, and the dialogue that he's given between Himawari and Kurama in the manga, I'm saying to myself, maybe it's a case where it's kind of like a barrier mode type of effect without it being barrier mode. Because Kurama speaks like, yo, we're one and the same, we're kind of merged, and it just feels kind of reminiscent of like how they would describe barrier mode, more like a kind of chakra
Oh,
fusion.
you know,
So
so you have a point, though. You have a point. You have a
yeah,
point.
yeah. So,
Wow.
so if he's saying
So
Kurama
probably
is
she
having
can
a
use burn mode, like without getting the side effects.
exactly.
You
So
think so?
I,
Mm.
I think that's kind of it's like it's generate. She's entering like that initial Kurama like Jinchuriki state with like the eyes and the whiskers kind of getting thicker,
Yeah.
but it's kind of producing like a multiplier like similar to Barren mode based on her nature that Kurama is saying that yo you seem more like us than say human per se. And Ikemoto is saying that her genetics is having a synergetic effect with Kurama. It just that's just my theory, my personal theory. She's kind of getting like a Barren
Well,
mode level multiplier based on how things are set up between her soul and Kurama's soul.
I probably will look too deep into it. Probably just a normal Jinjuriki training.
Well,
Because like you said, treat it like your tail beast. So
yeah.
you see like how she use her hair and stuff to like the tails. Probably is that kind of thing.
Hmm.
You basically like mer so no no.
I, well, as I
You
said,
know like how Killer
mm-hmm.
you know like how Killer B trained Naruto to put up like the blocks them using his chakra like
Yeah.
to help keeping keep his like strength or keep his strength in check because you remember he didn't know his own strength because he attacked I think it was Kisame and his like his foot got stuck into the ground
Oh
because he
yeah, when he
never
was
know if
moving too
he
fast,
was
yeah.
extra. Yeah. So probably it's that kind of training. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm kind of big on trying to keep abreast of the power scaling now. So the
Yeah,
fact
yeah,
that
even that because
yeah, I'm just
that
saying
kind of getting
exactly. So to
out and
me,
out here.
the
Yeah.
fact that the fact that to me that Himawari could put Drew in a situation like that he feels like trying, and if we're going by what the story is trying to tell us, where it's like okay, if Jura's supposed to be stronger than Limitless Code, and then Limitless Code is stronger than Jigen, and then Jigen is strong stronger than Naruto and Sasuke. Like, I think it kind of gives some credit to my theory that yeah, it has to be some kind of Barren mode level of like boost that she's getting. It's either that or like I said, like my initial thoughts were it's maybe there's still something more there, more to it for why her hidden power is so high.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
The thing about her, I think that she like what she call again? That is Sakura. I think she's going to play a big role. That is what I think because Kurama was talking about chakra control and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I think like they're going to make Sakura be our teacher or something.
I mean, I would like
Yeah.
that because I keep saying that, and I was saying it on the Cloud Ninja podcast the other day, is that the fact that a lot of the old cast isn't shown in the manga has always been like a problem for me. I kind of expect and predict that when it comes down to the anime version of this, they'll definitely like show those characters, but manga wise, it always made no sense to me. So if we have an excuse for Sakura to get involved, I would actually like that, to be honest. Millennium Orgon, you hear me?
Hmm.
Truman, I hear Millennium. Him join the Discord call, but I'm not hear him.
But you think Boruto is kind of depending on Kawaki to kill him after, like Momoshiki take over and body or something.
Uh,
Probably is that.
No, yeah, that's one of the possibilities that I was throwing out there. That probably like he's either learned of a future event from Kashin Koji where things are going to be all right, or he's going to be depending on Kawaki to kill him. if things get out of
You know
hand.
what I'm thinking about though?
Mm-hmm.
You watch that Marvel Endgame.
Yeah, yeah,
I think you know that like when Doctor Strange said you have one, this was like it's just one part alone, everything can be alright. And
yeah.
Iron Man death was in it. So it's like I wonder if it's that
Mm-hmm.
like Boruto, you have to die, and this is the okay part when the world is safe. Then so Boruto has to die for the world to be safe in that case, and something like that. I don't know.
I mean, it could end up being a case like that because I don't know. I get the feeling that Ikimoto and Kishimoto probably won't. They probably won't make the end of Boruto like a happy ending per se. I think it's going to be bittersweet, to be honest. So I wouldn't be surprised if it
At,
ends up being a case like that.
from the start, from the start of Two Blue Vortex,
Yeah.
they're giving out hints like they like not trying, like they're hinting to Boruto again to die in the end.
Like what?
To stop
Like
it.
which scenes would you say hint towards that though?
What you saying? Say that again?
No, I was asking which scenes would you say hint towards Boruto dying by the end of the story in Two Blue Vortex?
Mm. Like you know the part when who was talking to him, like saying, "Uh, you're going to die here," and it's like, "Oh, dying in Korea would be fine, but not no."
Oh, I think it was probably Kawaki earlier, like in the first arc.
Mm. And and then Kashin Koji said something like, "Oh, you have to kill, oh, you have to kill Kawaki or something like." I don't remember the exact kanko, but that part like into word today. The first one I just said, and plus this part like him making Momoshiki take over his body.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like he just giving off that kind of energy to me.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Definitely get what you're saying.
Like they're trying to give it give it this kind of Itachi vibe, kind of.
Well, I mean that
You know, like make Boruto be that kind of brother to Kawaki, like how Itachi was to um
to to
Sasuke.
Sasuke. I mean that wouldn't be
Yeah,
too
keep him in
crazy
the dark kind of.
because I mean Sasuke kind of viewed when he was on his Hokage campaign, he kind of viewed Itachi as like the true Hokage, and he's become like the Shadow Hokage. So I as you even bring that up, it's interesting because in a sense Boruto right now has kind of achieved his goal, don't you think? He's a ninja like Sasuke,
Yeah,
so that's the
he
interesting
already
part.
achieved his goal.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
already, but can he be? But he's trying to be a better ninja than Naruto and Sasuke.
Hmm.
So yeah, Sasuke's ideal Hokage or ideal ninja would be Itachi, right?
Yeah.
So probably that is where Boruto is kind of because that is Sasuke's view of it. So suppose Boruto reached Sasuke's like ideal kind of thing.
I just think it would be like
Ninja.
the natural conclusion, and then just have him
Yeah.
basically die. Yeah, I guess I see where you're going with it. I see.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
Millennium.
But
Oh. Mm-hmm.
wait, some millennium.
Yeah, because he joined the chats. I
Oh,
wanted to see what he was saying. What's up, man?
probably having the same problem as me earlier.
Yeah, probably because I don't know, I'm not hearing. I mean, he just unmuted, but still not hearing him.
I had to put on my headset to start talking, so I don't know.
Probably could do that. Could do that. Um, I don't
You
think
know,
I.
says week here I was watching a series and then I see like a notification come and I say, oh, Sanjay, let me just check it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You watch week here already, oh?
As in to be Hero X or.
No man, week hero. Like it's a kind of Korean
Uh-uh.
um series.
Nah, it's a weak hero.
It's a manual and oh, see me, it's a manual kind of thing. But they turn it into a live action kind of thing now.
Millennium.
Week
Hello.
hero.
You know?
Yeah, man, definitely hearing you loud and clear. No.
Okay. Oh man, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I was
I
one.
tried to. What'd you say?
That was wondering what was happening.
Yeah, nah. I got a new laptop, and I was trying to connect to it, and I got a new microphone and everything, but it's not working right now. But I'll figure it out later. So I just hopped on my phone to do it.
All right, cool, cool, cool. At least it's working out now. How have you been, man?
Oh man, pretty good, man. You know, a lot of stuff's been happening in real life and everything.
Trust me about that.
Yeah, that's a lot of new things and rearranging and all that crazy stuff. But yeah, man, I've been pretty good actually.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good.
That's good to hear, man. It's good to hear because life can be. It's lifing when it's ready. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
Trust me, dog. Trust me. But I'm here,
Yeah.
man. Just kind of looking forward to seeing what September has to offer. I mean, I guess on the positive note, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing. I know it's online now, maybe in cam quality, but I'm looking forward to seeing the Demon Slayer movie in theaters here. So that's one thing I'm looking forward to, I will say.
Yeah, I heard about that. I thought it came out already, but I was chatting with one of my friends the other day, and yeah, I think it comes out September, correct?
I think the 12th, so not this Friday. I think the other Friday. So, when I go on the movie website for the theaters here, in Jamaica, yeah. It's gonna be here. It's already on the coming soon on the Palace Amusements website. So, I'll definitely be.
Which theater?
It will be at Carib and should be by
Paradise.
Cineplex. I'm not sure about over by Portmore yet.
Palace.
Yeah, I would imagine it should be by Palace. Because, hold on, let me just go on. If it's going to be in Mobile or what. But I'm definitely sure about Carib because they have a 4DX option under the coming soon section.
Alright, then that means they're a good thing.
Yeah. I
As
mean,
long as it's in Caribbean Palace.
yeah, I mean, it's like I've told a few persons already that, you know, like over the last 6 years, it seems like when it comes down to anime movies in Jamaica, it's becoming a more like consistent thing for it to be for anime movies to be shown here in Jamaica.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Trust me, it's crazy to me.
Really popular now.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, like Anime Con and all those things happening. So what?
Yeah, man. I mean,
really? I'm stuck on it. Really?
But even with the anime con, that's been going on for years now. It's just steadily been getting bigger because I've been kind of consistently going to it over the last 5-6 years, to be honest. Yeah, so for
But one thing that ruined, not really ruined, but let me say like really you don't have to do this. Anime pop the balloon. It's like, brother, please. Don't ruin it for everybody.
I mean, I'm not going to knock it because
I'm not knocking it in, but come on, no.
The interesting part about the whole anime pop the balloon thing, is that it was one day about I think 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I had like a few of my bros came over and like one of them just mentioned it randomly and they brought up like one of the videos. We didn't watch it like all the way through. I watched part of it and then it's like I'm looking at the host of it, right? And I'm saying like, dog, isn't that my neighbor? Yeah, so that's the interesting thing.
You
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah, I'm being totally serious right now. So, I'm being totally serious. So yeah, that's the interesting part. So I can't knock it, at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
the idea is good enough, but
yeah.
it's like um the person's coming on it.
Mm. I guess they just need like a
And
some
not too
variety, some better variety,
yeah.
maybe. But then yeah, I haven't watched it like a episode of it entirely, so I can't like give like fair criticism. So yeah.
Yeah.
Millennium though, what did you think about our these last few chapters? Two Blue Vortex.
Um, these last chapters, I've been enjoying them.
Mm-hmm.
um, this latest chapter, I feel like it was a good like in between, like a cool down chapter
Yeah.
where it got enough done. Like it answered some, curious questions about the after effects of being trapped in the tree, and how that affects the person. Although we don't get a deep dive into that just yet, but it'll be interesting to see how, it affects characters like Moegi and Shinki going forward. Um, and see if they're left with, any memories or any physical stats increase or anything like that.
Yeah.
Um, and also the whole debacle between, like the love story between Boruto, Sumire, and Sarda. I thought that was interesting. Now I know that storyline in particular has been catching a lot of flack, but I'm 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 curious to see where it goes because Ikimoto, he's handling romance in Boruto, I feel, better than how Kishimoto did in Naruto.
Yeah.
Because a little side tangent, but I just reread the Naruto manga.
Oh wow, that's
Um,
interesting.
yeah, I plan on doing a reread of Boruto because I was essentially just planning on doing a reread of the series, but yeah, I can say that for certain that yeah, Ikimoto, he's delving more into the romance territory better than Naruto was ever able to.
Even with the
And
because one thing I always hear when it comes on to say like with the Naruto manga, right? That studio period kind of slightly ruin like the whole romance dynamic or even just Sakura's character or just her portrayal in the anime versus the manga. So if you could even touch on some of that, if you like picked up any like differences how Sakura was handled in the manga and the whole romance factor compared to say studio period.
oh yeah, for sure. I guess we should start with Naruto and Sakura's relationship.
Yeah.
Like you hinted on before, period, they added a lot of scenes of Sakura just she's being insufferable to Naruto. Like yeah, they just added a whole bunch of that in the anime. And it wasn't really present in the manga at all, except for a few panels here and there. Like
Yeah.
I can count it, on my hand how many times she acted that way towards Naruto in the manga, while in the anime, she just does it a whole bunch, and
Yeah.
especially with the Hinata and Naruto thing, um, they push back on the Naruto and Hinata situation in the anime, and though the manga, it doesn't they do push it a bit in the manga, especially in the war arc, and going forward the anime they just kind of steer clear of it, because I think they were trying to push more so Naruto and Sakura than Naruto and Hinata, and so that just ends up muddling up the waters as it heads towards the end of the series where we see more confirmation on where the couples are going and all that.
Yeah, I get you. Because I know a lot of persons aren't going to be like, say, I know a lot of persons read the manga, but not a lot of persons read the manga at the same time. So, the portrayal can be skewed in terms of,
Exactly. Yeah.
so that's the thing.
Yeah. 100%. But yeah, I'm interested to seeing this where this little romantic subplot goes. Because at first I was more adverse to it, but I'm warming up to it now, especially with Sarda's case, because I've always been of the mind where I just hate it where you know how like in any typical anime or any piece of fiction, you're introduced to the lead male and the lead female, and like there's always got to be like some sort of romantic link or whatever between them. And that annoys me, but how they're doing it right now is like because it's more nuanced than that with Sarda and Boruto because she doesn't explicitly have a crush on Boruto, and it's her realizing it as the same time as the audience of coming to terms with how she really feels towards him. Like in the scenes where she sees him as a comrade and a teammate, but is there anything beyond that? And there have been subtle hints even throughout part one where Sumere and Sarda were talking to each other about their feelings on Boruto. Because I think Sumire even hinted at that she knew that Sarda had feelings for Boruto that Sarda herself hadn't come to terms with yet, and it coming to a head as Sarda's really putting forth her thoughts and realizing that she's in love with Boruto, but Sumire is also in love with Boruto, and how they're going to deal with that going forward. And I like how it isn't really conclusive statement going forward, as they'll both be, competing for the love, I guess, of Boruto and Boruto's own stance in it, which we've yet to delve into. But
Probably won't
yeah,
delve into for a while either, to be honest.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, yeah, it was that, and then like yeah, the Himawari and Kurama, their link, their training. And then obviously we have the Momoshiki little plot line going on. And then even with the last chapter, that was one of the it was a refreshing chapter. I actually really end up like loving that chapter. Like the fight between Kawaki and Juro was great. Jura's like Jura's like I can't find a word for right now, but like a self-revelation of his and how he's like getting giddy at being complimented by yeah,
funny dogs. It's ridiculous, to be
yeah.
honest.
And then at the end of the chapter you have what's his name, Hidari. He was like, they come over term with that, right? I think it's called ick. And then that face Jiro makes towards him, man. Like I was surprised that it came out of Ikimoto, because Ikimoto, like, he's not the best at portraying comedy sometimes, but like he actually got it there.
That was legitimately funny. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like
yeah, I like that chapter. Yeah, a lot.
Oh god.
But yeah, no, these last couple of chapters, they've been really captivating, really good. Like everything stepped up in quality. I feel like Ikimoto's finally coming into his own as a writer.
Yeah.
And it's clear that he knows where he wants to go with the story. And so it's refreshing to see those seeds being planted and keeping us at the edge of our seats for the future.
It's interesting that you even just narrow it down to Ikimoto, which is interesting because I think for last month's stream, was it last month when I did the interview that was put out on the Naruto website regarding Ikimoto and Kishimoto. But the point is, I think Kishimoto was basically saying like, yo, fam, I ain't even really doing anything. This is really Ikimoto's story, which I find funny because, dog, it seems like the total opposite of... You remember that interview from last year? It's last year, August, right? And there are some translations, yeah. And it seemed like...
It's been that long.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. And it seemed like, based on the translations at least, it would seem like, Kishimoto has this draft of the story from start to finish, and he talks with Ikemoto and they make changes here and there. But compared to the interview that was on the Naruto website, I'm trying to find it back here in the news section. I think it's this. Yeah. Yeah, I think
Yeah, because I
it's.
remember like
Mm-hmm.
I was about to say like I remember like even like like years ago, right? Everyone's having their tinfoil hat theories on who was really behind Boruto once Kodachi got booted, and
Yeah.
people are like, oh, it's just Kishimoto, or oh, it's Ikimoto now, and like we didn't really know exactly, what was going down, and I thought it was just like Kishimoto behind the pen and everything, but as I think about it more now, I'm leaning more towards, yeah, Kishimoto, like he helped, probably with the drafts and outlines and everything,
Yeah.
but most of it is just, Ikimoto, to be honest.
Hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Yeah. It seems so, and Kishimoto himself would want to make it seem like that's the case as well. But I'm looking for the exact part in the interview. Yeah, this is the interview or the post on the site from the 17th of July 2025. There was a part in the interview where he was saying like, "Oh, no, it's really Ikemoto at this point."
Yeah.
Uh, um, let's
Yeah, he
look
said
for.
something like, yeah, that's Ikimoto's manga or something. And I'm like, okay, like, it's like he's just like wiping his hands off and it's like, yeah, that's all him now.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like because yeah, as you even bring up the part where Kodachi got booted. One thing that I noticed like after that is like it felt like the story felt almost like this feels like Kishimoto's style with some of the dialogue, and it
That's
feels
what
like
I'm
the build
saying.
up and
Exactly.
everything. Uh,
Yeah.
okay, I think I found the question. So they ask, Mr. Ikemoto was an assistant from the very beginning of Naruto's serialization. So the two of you have been working on the world of Naruto together for a long time. Boruto is more of a collaborative work, so how have things changed in that regard? So Kishimoto says it was a completely different workflow. For Naruto, I was in charge of both the story and the main illustrations, while Ikemoto helped with things like illustrating backgrounds and drawing shadow doppelgangers. For Boruto, Ikemoto is completely in charge of the story and main illustrations. It really is Ikemoto's manga, so that's interesting.
Yeah, it's just it's so murky
Yeah,
because the only thing I can really compare this to right now is like the situation with Toyotaro and Toriyama where
yeah.
they gave us like more details about the process of how Toriyama, I think he would like do an outline. He would send it to the anime staff and then Toyotaro, and
Yeah,
then they would do what they want with the story, just following Toriyama's basic outlines for it.
yeah,
Where
yeah.
here it's like we don't know how exactly the exchanges between Kishimoto and Ikimoto are going down.
That's the thing. Yeah, the only thing we have, again, as I said, is just the translations to the interview they did last year, where they were saying like, "Oh, he has the draft from the start to the finish, and we just make changes as we go along." But yeah, because I mean, back in the day, which sounds crazy to say, but it feels like it's been that long. Like one issue I had, and I think you know this, is that when Kishimoto came back, I found it very odd that there wasn't more like press behind it. There's no like,
Yeah.
yeah, it just seems like there's an empty crowd, like there's nobody talk apart from like YouTubers naturally, but like there wasn't like any official like Japanese like publication or anything say. There's no order from One Piece saying, "Hey, welcome back, Kishi." Or it felt so odd to me back in the
Yeah.
day. So that's the thing.
Yeah, I agree. The same exact thing with me. It was so odd. It was like no fanfare at all. Like
Yeah.
even the what was it? The official publication, like they didn't even acknowledge it. Where like in
Yeah.
Dragon Ball or something,
It's
like
crazy.
with the Broly movie or the superhero movie, they'll be like, "Oh, Toriyama's working on this," and before those two movies, Toriyama he will release a statement of his own.
Yeah, exactly.
Saying, "Yeah, they don't. You don't. They didn't do that with Kishimoto at all. It was just like one chapter to the next, and then all of a sudden Kodachi's name was taken off. Kishimoto was what the supervisor, and
Yeah, yeah.
Ikimoto was on art. As I mean, that's what it said,
Yeah.
but there was no explicit writer or author of the story
Yeah, that's the thing.
for those two chapters. Yeah, but
That
yeah, that was it was so like swept under the rug, like no one was talking about it or anything. And except for the YouTubers like you
yeah,
mentioned and
yeah.
all.
Exactly. Yo, Andrew, like I gotta ask though, dog, like how do you feel about the Shinju? Like what do you think about them? Like at this point in the story.
Mm, I think there was going to be like a group. They're going to make like a group, or so like it. I don't think Moege and Shinki, Shinju's would be turned back into normal that quickly. So I don't. To be honest, it kind of lackluster, anti-climatic
Hmm.
way of that end for me still.
Yeah, I get you, I get you. What about you, Millennium?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with Andrew too. I honestly thought they were gonna stick around for longer, or that Jura would, you know, try and get the was it Thorn Souls back, like he did with
Yeah, true.
humans the very next chapter. So that was really
Yeah,
surprising. So that's why I was saying like there has to be, something else that that goes down, the ramifications because it's odd because I if this is the last time we see, Moegi and I forgot the other Shinju's name, Shinki's
Oh,
Shinju.
Ryu?
Yeah, Ryu. If this is the last time we see them, it's like that was so fast and I don't want to say wasted potential yet because we don't know, what's going to happen going forward.
Yeah.
But you introduce
and
like these two
also
interests. Yeah, you go
yeah,
ahead.
and also with Jura, they need to come up with better ways to keep him from actually killing birds or cow. Because there's so much chances he get to do it and just end it all there. But it's like, some hammer, oh, I'm leaving. Like, come on.
They're
You
right
have them
there.
right there in front of you. Right there. You can kill them if you want them to. Like just like that. But it's like, I'm leaving. Oh, Kaki praised me, I'm leaving. Like I don't want to destroy Konoha. I'm my youth, you can just snipe it. You don't have to make a big mess. Like,
True, true, true. Man, like,
I just
mm,
it's not like I hate that like this Shinju, but it's like come you can do better with good reasoning why they don't attack Boruto or finish it off right there. Because like no makes sense way just do it. Because it's you want Boruto gone. That was like a big thing for Jura.
yeah.
Because oh he's a problem. You could have get rid of Boruto right there.
Yeah. I mean, some would say, he flying Thunder God out of there, but I definitely get what you're saying. For me, it's like I don't know, man. Like I love the unexpected element of Code kind of giving birth to these entities, like unintentionally, kind of throwing the whole narrative into like chaos. But it's kind of starting to feel
Mhm.
like I don't know, man. This is feeling like kind of either played out or what's next? What's the next antagonist
You know,
really? Because this seems like more like a
you
stepping
know,
stone type of thing.
you know what I think would be very good though. They would do they should do is like, all right, what if Jura didn't didn't like wanted to like attack anybody, or you know he's walking around just like, like how Misky would behave,
Yeah.
like um kind of wanting to know things, question things. What if like somebody he befriends somebody and it's like he got really attached to him, and like they betrayed him, and it's like, yeah, whatever with humans, I'm going to kill them or rewrite the like that kind of story. But
Hmm.
it's like you kind of write yourself into a corner right there, so because you have this powerful person we can actually take out the protagonist, and
Hmm.
it's like you make up this kind of weird rule. Oh, I don't want to destroy Kona. And what was the reason he actually left? Because when him and Koki was fighting, what was the reason?
Hold on. I'm gonna have to bring about the chapter. I'm about to chapter
Because
24.
it really, it's not like I'm upset about it. It's you bring it up in there, and it's like I'm thinking about it. It's like you could have just really deal with them right there. So it's not like I'm rooting for him, but it's like it just don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I'm a person who like to do things one time and then just be done with it. I don't want to leave it for the next day.
Hmm.
So, like, bro, just do it in a one day. You don't have to worry about it in the next. But
Hmm.
it is what it is.
All right.
Aaron, hey, what you saying? You find the chapter?
Yeah, I'm on the chapter now. So he was saying that okay, he wanted to talk with Kawaki, and basically deduced that Naruto is still alive. Um, and says he wants to consume Naruto. And learn more about love if I devour him. Boruto comes in. Flying Raijin. Yeah, Jura still sitting down on his throne. And
And
you
this man Kawaki have the nerve to give this man when nearly beat him a middle finger.
know.
Imagine if Drew was Jamaican now.
No.
Like, brother, him not live for seeing it.
No, that is true. That's true. Yeah, so it just says at the end, like, oh, okay, I'm glad we got to talk. Let us meet again. Gives him the middle finger. Then they fly in Thunder God out of there. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't. This is kind of why I'm glad that they decided to start reintroducing Momoshiki, because
Yeah.
we need a next layer of conflict, man. Definitely need a next layer of
Not
conflict to spice
not
things up.
really conflict, but like, all right, we know that Jura can actually take them up. You
Mm-hmm.
need to level up. So this is the level up Boruto is going to get.
Yeah.
At Kawaki, you can't say already level up, but I think he's going to get some more because of Amado. Some little tweakings
Yeah,
will go
definitely.
on.
Gonna get that Windows 11 update, isn't
Mm.
it? This is stupid.
Amado is the Bill Gates.
Yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Oh god. But yeah, it's serious. So alright, like I keep making jokes about it because I think it's funny, and that's like the major thing I was covering from the start of the stream. But I don't know. What do you guys think about Momoshiki these days, dog? Like, how you think things are
A
gonna play out
depressed
with him?
teenager. He's emo now.
Mm-mm.
Exactly.
I
Yeah.
just want to die.
I was not expecting.
I want to kill my mom. I want to kill my dad.
Yo, oh god, it's so funny to me, honestly. Just
Man say, yo, in depressed.
Yeah,
Yeah, I thought he was gonna be on Demon Time or something like that. But when you think about it, it makes sense. Like, his grand plan, it failed. Um, he has no way to hijack his consciousness unless his chakra goes out. He's just been like just chilling and drowning in
Yeah,
his sorrows, like
no,
lost the
for
will
real.
to live and everything.
you
Look
know.
on this. This is the biggest disappointment for you, because from the start, oh, your blue eyes is going to
Yeah,
take everything away from
exactly,
us,
bro.
and then all of a sudden it don't happen. It's like, come on now.
Bro,
Yeah,
Like when you're downloading, installing something on the Xbox, and then something just happen, error, or it's like, come on now. Biggest
bro,
disappointment.
it's not even just that, dog. It's how confident he was. Like this, yo, this is going to work. You see me? Like the man was so confident about it.
exactly.
It's like error, try again.
He even
Yo.
trying again. Like, wasn't he talking that big boy stuff? Like, oh, I'm gonna take your body. You got nobody behind you. Yeah, everything you love is gonna be mine or something. You see, bro, he's just just posted up against a tree taking a nap. Like, no plan or anything.
Bro, like
Like,
the only thing that could have made that panel better, like if it was me, I would probably just have Momoshiki be like having like a this mental space, like TV and a couch, and he's just there eating popcorn and just watching reruns or something.
We are TikTok.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. With some extra weird. Yeah, just to make it funny, bro, because
oh
it's
man,
crazy.
I understand it though. This disappointment, and it's like, brother, just dead already. Like, die.
Manga, I just want be nothing, bro. You see me?
Yeah,
Oh.
basically, man say I want to be nothing.
Mm-mm.
Man really turn hero.
No.
Man
But
say I just want to die. I be, just want to be away from all
all
of
of
this.
this, yeah, exactly. But yeah, as I said, I was kind of lining out some of the benefits that with Momoshiki back in the story. Now, I'm really looking forward to like
Wait,
even even a
wait.
conversation between him and Jura potentially.
So Moegi had like malnourished or something like that here.
Yeah, they said they were a bit malnourished and basically
So what
just
happened to Sasuke then? Like, him supposed to like worse. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't know how it's going to go since he's been in that tree for a while now, the longest. So
so that means that they have to step it up. Like, you need to get this done fast. Like, free everybody or something bad going to happen.
yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a case like maybe they take too long. I mean, even if when they free Sasuke, maybe he just has some last few words with Sarada or something, and then he just dies. That could be like a prediction I'm throwing out there. So that would be kind of sad, you know. Kind of sad.
I can't remember one time arguing with somebody saying, Sasuke is so weak. No, that is before in losing Rinnegan, you know. Like,
Yeah.
look how Ishiki doing him at beat him up, and Jigen beating him up, and all those things. That's it. Like, brother, Sasuke is standing after that fight because the amount of time he got stabbed with those rods, and then he
True.
got up again in that same fight. Get up, stand. That is a plot hole in itself.
I mean, even Momoshiki or Borushiki at the time saying, yo, Sasuke could still be an issue now. After. So.
After the man got beaten up, stepping his neck.
Yo, it's
This
crazy.
man get up and say, all right, I'm going to fight Momoshiki, you know.
No,
Momoshiki, like,
no pressure.
no problem. Well, that man just look like he's a masochist or something like that. Like,
Man, for me, I'm just hoping Naruto and Sasuke get. I know it was kind of built up to with them being quote unquote phased out, them basically having their last hoorah already. But I hope they come back and have like some epic scenes or something, bro. Something, dog. Like,
I don't know, man. Hey, maybe the tree I don't know, grows back Sasuke's arm or something. I don't know. Give him another Rinnegan.
But Sakura said that nothing changed about Moegi.
Yeah,
So,
no,
Yeah.
like. Well, we can still wait and see, you know,
or probably
because
longer. Probably because she didn't stay long in it though. So who knows?
that is it. That is it. So
Yeah.
Because I'm really depending on that for like, oh, Sasuke arm can grow back because of that, or eyes or eye or something like that. Hope it happens though.
it's either that or I would say maybe depending on how they handle Hidari, maybe it could be a case where Hidari gives himself up and well revives Sasuke, but somehow transfers some of his power to Sasuke or something like that, or who knows? Who knows?
To
I
me,
was
they're
just
building
thinking
it up.
Yeah.
To me, that they're building it up for Jura and Hidari to be have like a special banner or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, those two will definitely have the biggest arcs for the Shinju. Probably outside of Mushimi.
Oh, he's Mamushi. He's chilling up in the Konoha Island, man.
Konoha Island.
Like, yeah, they try to release the Mamushi files, but none happened yet, man. Like,
Hey, the man's about to come release them himself.
Oh, I heard that
Exactly.
the new Naruto episodes are coming out.
Yeah, I did see for Neverworld do a video on that, and you know I've been seeing persons talking about that. But I mean the fact that we still don't have like a an official trailer again. Alright, here's my take. I think we're going into September. I think we'll definitely get something like for Jump Festa, because I think if it was going to be in October, we would have gotten something already, or before December. Yes, I think this year Jump Festa, when it comes down to Naruto and Boruto stage, is going to be pretty big. Between those episodes, between any teasers for like Boruto anime return, even though I still think the Boruto anime isn't going to come back until either like early 2027 maybe. But thinking about it though, the interesting thing is next year marks 10 years for the Boruto manga, so I think it would be nice to see the anime come back next year. But 2027 would make 10 years for the Boruto anime, so you know.
So probably they're going to release those episodes and right after they start the Boruto anime, or
They could, cause alright, if it was me, cause I'm all about stalling time, you know. So if it was up to me, I would say since next year is the 10-year anniversary for the Boruto manga, maybe you could release, if there are 4 episodes, and I guess it depends on the length of the episodes, maybe like 1 episode a month, and then you drop like a massive trail to say, oh, Boruto anime returns in the next 6 months or something like that, you know.
I think they have enough content to animate a lot, and it sounds like they're going to do it seasonal.
As long as them do it
I think
seasonal,
they have
they're in good hands, I think. Because they still have the omnipotence section for part 1 Boruto, and then they could get into 2 Blue Vortex. So
they have a lot of content.
that is it. That is it. That is it.
Yeah, because they still have to account for the rest of part 1.
Yeah, I think they have like 12 to 13 chapters to still animate, give or take.
I feel like if they do like a little mini season, like just 12 episodes, something like that. or they do it. They condense in like a movie of some sort, but I don't think
Oh,
they're gonna go the movie route. Maybe
Nah.
an OVA.
I mean,
I doubt
could
it.
I doubt it. Like a 12 episode like season, I think would be like the best thing. Like one episode per chapter, because yeah, as I said, it's only like 12 to 13 chapters left anyway. So I think
12 episodes are the best kind of
yeah.
animes to be.
So I think that would be good. I think that would be good. And then you still give Two Blue Vortex much more time to build up. Cause like I can only imagine where Two Blue Vortex story wise will be next year this time, to be honest. So if we push,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just hope that the anime don't like take out things out of the manga. I want it to be as accurate as possible. I
I,
hope they do that.
They definitely should be. They have no excuses after all this time for
yeah,
it not to be, accurate.
I think they're more so to add stuff, to be honest. Like I was saying
Yeah,
before,
definitely.
like I was saying
No,
before,
I'm
we're
talking about like the
mhm.
art in like how Boruto look and how other characters look like Naruto. They look nothing like the manga.
Well,
That
oh,
is the thing about it.
yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean, from the anime production perspective, they're going to default back to the Kishimoto art style for the most part. I think there was only one episode where they kind of did it like Ikimoto's art style, which was the fight.
Kawaki.
Yeah, the Kawaki episode. That was the one episode they did Ikimoto style. But I think they're still going to just default to Kishimoto style because it's probably more popular, I suppose. So
They tell him
that's
that Boruto is going to be Boruto thing is going to be watered down there.
well,
No,
I
can't affect that.
I don't want to even say watered down, fam, because the reason why I wouldn't even say that, I remember even opening up the Minato one shot. I'm like, yo, shit, I do miss Kishimoto's art style for this
No,
thing.
Yeah,
it's not
I
like
mean,
saying it's bad, but they just because Kishimoto art style with Naruto as Hokage is not bad, but it's the how the animators animate it and make it look goofy kind of.
yeah, like that one image of Naruto that's been haunting the fandom. The keyboard elf Naruto. Like,
yeah. I knew it was that, dog. I knew it.
It's not even that alone. It's just like even in regular episodes, they say Naruto is like something about this just I got used to it over time, but
yeah.
every time when I read the manga and then I watch the anime, it's like this could be better. Let's be honest. This could be
Yeah.
way better.
Well,
they're capable of adapting his art style really good. Like like even for bringing it back to like Shippuden, like the last Naruto and Sasuke's final fight, that was beautiful. And
yeah,
that was
yeah.
all Kishimoto. Or episode 65 of Boruto.
Yeah.
It's just a production thing with them. Like they
Yeah.
need to structure it better, give their workers more time, and more time, more like make sure every.
You know that work exactly though, like how the production thing work.
Yeah, it's tricky, because they have so many others, projects they work on at the same time, and then how the process, it takes months for them to produce a single episode. Sometimes they outsource it. Like it's a whole. It's just it's just a muddy situation.
I mean, considering that this is the same studio. I mean, Black Clover's coming back next year, and then
Yeah.
you have the final part for Bleach. Well, quote unquote, quote unquote final part, because I would be surprised if they don't take the opportunity to animate a lot of the novels, Hell Arc, and stuff for Bleach after.
They're
So
definitely gonna milk that.
yeah, so this is kind of why I feel, even if we do get, say, Boruto, like the last part of like the part one manga, like the last 12 chapters animated next year, I don't see Two Blue Vortex coming out until 2027, given all of that workload.
2027.
Yeah.
You're being generous, man.
Life is hard,
Like,
man.
Huh?
It's a bad then life get harder or something. I just something too far away.
It's so far, but trust me, the time to fly, bro. The time is flying, to be
That
honest.
is
Yep.
true.
Trust me, before you know it. And next year, God's Spear Life, I mean, you'll be saying, yo, shit, that, look how we did that talk last year, how we couldn't wait, and it's almost 2027, you see
Yeah,
me?
and we here playing GTA.
Yeah.
hey, we gonna see what comes out first: GTA or Boruto Tubu
It's
Vortex.
gonna be
Man.
crazy, bro. You see me? Oh,
I have my
God.
money and Boruto coming out first.
Yeah.
Because wasn't it supposed to be this year GTA supposed to come out?
I think, and then
Yeah, I
they
think so.
postponed it to next year May, and then I think I heard something about another postponement to like September next year, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I have my money and Boruto coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, so when is Dragon Ball Super coming back? You know?
Bro,
No,
that's another discussion, bro. Another
that is
discussion.
that.
So many things, man.
Yeah.
The manga is not going on now.
No, it's still on
Again,
hiatus.
No.
it's on hiatus.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the better question right now is when the heck is Sparking Zero DLC 3 coming out? I can
It's not coming out.
bro,
coming out.
bro. You know, funny enough, I was saying this, and then I was watching one of Slow Play's videos, since this past week, and he basically came to the same conclusion as me, where I was saying that, you know, at this point, I think the developers are probably waiting for the 1 year anniversary of Sparking Zero to drop like a massive, not even just DLC 3. I'm predicting stages. I'm predicting. Wait, let me see if I can put on my Trump voice. I'm predicting stages. I'm predicting customizations. It's gonna be huge.
Super
It's gonna be very,
17.
very huge.
You're gonna get Super 17. The Shadow Dragons. Okay.
Bro, because that's the only thing that makes sense to me right now. Like, they have to be waiting for the 1 year anniversary to just drop something big. I think like the Charlotte thing was just something to just hold you over, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not expecting the Shadow.
Yeah, yeah,
That
true.
caught me completely off guard.
You can tell me which game that discontinued or like you would want to see come back or version of it come back.
Like a remake?
Yeah, remake.
Like, I don't know if you've been taking in my Expedition 33 gaming streams for the last 2 weeks, but I've been praising that, yo, Chrono Trigger, which is an old Super Nintendo game, but it's on the list of top 100 games of all time. That needs to like a remake in Expedition 33 style. I would pay $100 for that, to be honest.
What about you, Millennium?
Sheesh. Oh yeah, I got it. I was just a Beautiful Joe.
That would be a nice one too.
Yeah.
My own is what you call again? Jump Force.
Oh, Jump Force, like a remake of it. Okay, interesting.
I heard they're coming out with a new like, cause there was J-Stars, Jump Force, and they're coming out with a new like Jump game. Like they already got like the trademark for it and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I heard that's in the works. I don't know if it's like a rumor.
I think Jump Force got a lot of hate though.
It did,
but I didn't see the problem with it, to be honest.
What were some of the complaints? Because I never played it myself.
I don't know what they said the problem was, but to me the concept is very good.
Yeah, it's a fun game. Like, what other game is gonna let you play as Yami Yugi or Seto Kaiba? Like,
yeah, I mean, like you're going to see like Hunter x Hunter characters fight against like Naruto-verse characters or JoJo characters. You get me? Like, it's so good.
I have to probably look at some reviews for it because I don't know what was the issue in terms of what people are complaining about either. So we definitely have to check that out.
Naruto Storm game.
Oh man.
Man,
Oh man.
at, at this point, I just think like another really good Naruto game, you'll have to wait until 2028. That's my prediction because it kind of falls in line with why I feel we've talked about this already. Why we don't really have like a Boruto movie or like a decent Boruto game. Cause I mean, compare this to like the Naruto days where like Naruto games are just dropping left, right, and center for like multiple different consoles. You don't really see that type of energy with Boruto. But I think when it comes on to once we get that nice production process going for the anime for Two Blue Vortex that drops and the hype is there, I think persons will be like, okay, let's try creating like a new Naruto game because it seems like everything is still kind of dependent on the Naruto name, so.
Yeah.
Wait, they're
That's
still
it.
making like Pokemon games now?
Huh?
They're still making Pokemon games like Nintendo.
Well-
The Nintendo Advance, the handheld.
Yeah.
Where you have the something like that.
I mean, I
Like,
think
it's
the
game.
latest Pokemon game to be dropping, they have one that's supposed to come out. If it's not already out already, but there's another Pokemon Legends styled game because they had Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I think they're supposed to drop another one if it hasn't already dropped. So yeah, they're still making Pokemon games, but I don't think it's at the same pace. Like, oh shit, we have red, blue, yellow, and then we have gold, silver, crystal, and then it's always ruby, sapphire, emerald, like every 2 to 3 years. But yeah, I don't know if they'll be making more Pokemon generations because I think we have enough Pokemon already.
I like the retro kind of games
Mhm.
nowadays. To me, I'm kind of focusing on like the nostalgia kind of thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think the only like really nostalgic style or retro style game I've played recently would have been Sea of Stars, which I still need to get back to that game and finish it. But after I'm done with Expedition 33, at least.
Suppose I tell you that a game that I would pay a lot of money to play again is Smash Bros. Nintendo 64.
And Nintendo 64
Hits
Smash
and
Bros.
go-karts.
So not Smash Ultimate, because I mean,
I have Smash Ultimate good to, but as I said, nostalgia.
That old school games room type of vibe, like.
Yeah.
I have a Nintendo 64 right here with a lot of games, but I don't have a controller for it.
I mean, you could probably still get one on Amazon, can't you? I mean, probably, but.
And I have a Wii with Smash Bros. On it as well. It's a game called a Sonic racing game.
Oh yeah.
Almost like Mario Go Karts, but kind of more realistic.
Okay.
In a sense.
But based on what I'm seeing, dog, you can definitely still
Yeah,
buy
you
like
can say it's like Mario Go Kart.
Yeah. I was gonna say that you can definitely still get some Nintendo 64 controllers on Amazon if it really that serious, you see me? So it's just up to you, really. It's up to you. I'll take your. None of you guys watched To Be Hero X, right?
I've started the first episode.
Okay.
Lately I just cannot get into watching anime. I just reading. So like I see an anime come out and I will see the first episode.
Yeah.
Alright, I just find the manga.
I think that's a good trait to have. What about you, Millennium? Are you checking out To Be Hero X? Because it's almost done.
No, what is that?
Oh really? Shit. It's really and truly what's the term for anime in China? It's really from China, really. Dongwon?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just be a synopsis. It's kind of like a My Hero Academia, kinda. But it's
Okay.
basically the expectations of society kind of determines your powers and abilities essentially.
Oh, what's it called again?
To be Hero X. I'm sure you probably might have glimpsed maybe a trailer or something.
Oh wait, did this come out already?
Yeah, we are on episode 22, and then
Oh,
it's ending on episode 24 apparently.
my niece may have been watching something like this because I remember walking in and it looks familiar. But no, I'm gonna definitely check this out.
Yeah, man, it's really damn good to me, to be honest. It's because the theme of just having the public determine your powers and the relatability when it comes on to the expectations of others. You're kind of telling that story and like the conflict and nuances that come out of the expectation of other people. Being yourself versus being what the public expects you to be. It kind of deals with a lot of stuff like that.
Did one of the I don't know if it's like a spoiler or something, but did one of the characters like pretend to die or something like that?
One of the characters early on commits suicide, so I would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely saw this before then. Not the actual episode, but I walked in on my niece watching it. And it was interesting.
Yeah.
So no, yeah, I'm gonna check this out.
Yeah, man, I would definitely recommend it. And if you do, if and when, you can let me know what you think. Because I just want to kind of, let me just throw this image up on screen here. I just wanted to talk briefly, since I have it in the stream title. I just wanted to, I guess without spoilers, kind of just indicate which of the top 10 heroes in terms of their arcs in the series, which ones actually are really good. So you have the number 10, nice.
Is this a spoiler?
No. I mean, all right. So the first hero that we see is nice, and his quote unquote replacement, if memory serves right, his name is Ling Ling. Eventually becomes the commoner. That first, yeah. No, but all right. That first arc is like 3 to 4 episodes, if memory serves right. Definitely, I think that first arc in the story, like definitely in the top 5. The next arc is the E-Soul arc, which is the next 2 to 3 episodes. That one was really good too. Kind of showed the corruption of the persons behind the scenes. Loved it. Really good. It was a very you come out of the second arc of the story feeling bad in a good way. Like it really touches you, It's like, shit, dog. Like these guys are just corrupt. The third arc with Lucky Cyan, which is the girl with the green, or the cyan hair, the green hair. It was okay. It got better towards the end, and I saw what they were going for, but it definitely is like a fall off compared to the first 2 arcs with Ling Ling and E-Soul. Now, the 4th arc after that with Queen, I think her arc is just 2 episodes, but she is in a lot of episodes after that. But honestly, Queen, definitely like boss girl energy. Like she's just badass. Like love her, not lie. It was definitely refreshing coming off of Lucky Cyan's arc. So I think you guys will definitely love Queen. She's just badass. The thing with the 4th arc, it's kind of like a combination of heroes where you have the hero named Lolly, you have the hero named Little Johnny and Big Johnny, and you have this next one named Ghostblade. Their arcs are kind of intertwined, and 1 and 2 episodes in that 4th arc where they're kind of intertwining all of those heroes there. Some episodes kind of feel a bit slow, because for example, you'll have like 1 episode with Little and Big Johnny, and then maybe the next episode might be with Ghostblade, and some of the scenes that were in Little Giants episode, they're shown again, but just from Ghostblade's perspective. And with that in mind, it kind of feels nice and interesting to see from all these different perspectives. But in some episodes, it kind of kills the pacing. But I will say, by the end of that fourth arc with the intertwining those three heroes, it ends on a really like sick note, which is pretty recent because those three heroes, that fourth arc with those three heroes kind of end by episode 20. And trust me, it ends on a bang. Like, oh, jeez, I'm like the persons who watched To Be Hero X, if you're watching the stream, the scene with Queen coming in for the rescue, no spoilers, but yo, hype. And right now, as we're kind of going towards the last 4 episodes with the top hero is called X, of course, and there's Dragon Boy, who's the number, well, by right should be the number 3 hero. Yeah, I can see that they're really building up to I would assume an interesting or like very hype finale. So it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. The interesting thing as well, which is a fun fact, if you guys are Attack on Titan fans or like Hiroyuki Sawano, the same guy that did like the soundtrack for, you know, Attack on Titan, he's doing this for To Be Hero X. So I will say like the music selection, the musical inserts, top tier in terms of like when you hear it, it's like, yo, you have to get hyped, dog. So the music is definitely good. From Sawano's on it, you know it has to be something special. So yeah, man. So I would definitely recommend To Be Hero X. So yeah.
Yeah, no, that was piqued my interest. I'll watch it. You know, we can you know, like next month talk about it and everything. Like, yeah.
All right. I'm looking forward to talking about it with you, man, because it'll be done by then. I don't know if it's a case where they'll if it's just going to be a 1-season thing or if they're going to follow it up, because I find that there's been previous To Be Hero like Dongwa series, but they're not related to Be Hero X. Apparently there's different stories there. I don't think it's in the same continuity. So yeah, but to be
is a Chinese
yeah
anime. Okay.
yeah, but there's a Japanese dub if you don't want the Chinese dub. So
No,
yeah
just ask because the way you say I want done one.
yeah. It basically is a donga because you know, like the website, what's it called, Billy or something like that, which is I think is like a Chinese video site. Yeah, if you look for like a lot of To Be Hero X like promotional stuff on YouTube, you'll realize it's by that channel kind of is pushing it a lot. And what was interesting about it is that like even the promotions for it like were really good, because a lot of the promotions had like some story details, some story beats that aren't really touched on a lot in this show itself. But if you watch the promotions and you like pick up certain story beats, it's like, oh, okay, so this is why this character is doing this, or this is why this character's demise is so much more depressing than it should be, you know. So yeah, it's interesting to say the least. The Chinese are really, you know, doing their thing with their animation industry, I'll say. So pretty much just that, fam.
You watch the new anime called Gotcha?
Nah, I'm supposed to check it out, as well as Kyle from Var Studios. He was saying he wanted me to check out. Hold on, let me tell you. Stressful. Yeah, Takapi's original sin, I think. Yeah, so he wanted me to check that out because right now, anime or animation wise, let's just put that general term. It's just To Be Hero X, Dandadan. Yeah, it's just those two I've been watching, Dandadan and To Be Hero X, really.
And what's Dandadan?
Bro,
after episode 3.
Well, for
because I
season
said
two.
this is good. No, season one, because I
Mm-hmm.
said this is good and it's going to run over
Yeah.
multiple seasons. So I said I want to binge it, so I'm gonna ease up off it.
Okay, okay. What about you, Millennium? What have you been watching?
Um, to be honest, I haven't been watching a whole bunch of anime lately. I've
Mm-hmm.
been
See?
getting into like, Super Sentai and
Ah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, I've been getting more into that and like just watching the different series and all that. So that's like consumed a lot of my, like entertainment.
Mine's
I've been getting.
man,
Oh, what'd you say?
a lot of manhwa reading nowadays. So
Oh, you said okay. Manhwa, you said?
yeah, manhwa.
Okay, I started. It's a basic answer, but I've been reading the solo leveling manhwa.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, I've been reading that. I've been rereading the My Hero manga and the anime too. Um, as far as I think that's it
Yeah.
lately.
Yeah, I kind of get it. It's like you just you're focused on one set of stuff, and it's like effort to actually get into to a bunch of other
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah, it's
because
not like one time.
because I
I,
can't watch anime nowadays. Sit down and watch anime nowadays. Like
Yeah,
I prefer what read a manhwa instead. Just
oh
sit
yeah,
down. Yeah.
definitely get you,
definitely.
man. Definitely get you. I do need to do a massive One Piece catch up binge though, because
Oh
God,
boy.
yeah. I
And I
mean,
feel easy it.
I left off. I mean, I'm in Egghead manga wise, and I know the anime is kind of basically almost done with Egghead though, which is crazy that the anime surpassed me now. But, yeah, I need to do like a massive like One Piece binge and catch up, bro, because I'm still subscribed to a lot of these One Piece YouTubers, and a lot of times when I get notifications like, yo. It seems like some crazy shit is going on in the story, bro. But I can't watch this video yet.
Yeah.
Yo. So yeah, I need to definitely do a binge and catch up. I think the last time I had to do a binge and catch up, um, I think the manga had finished. It was in Wano, but I hadn't read Whole Cake yet, and I did a long binge and catch up through Whole Cake and caught up with Wano. So I guess every few years I'll have to be doing this if I fall behind again. Yeah, it's stupid,
Yeah,
brother.
definitely.
Stupid. But yeah, but yeah. Well, heading into September, as I said, definitely looking forward to chapter 26 for Boruto to Blue Vortex. Hopefully some news on the Naruto episodes, even though I'm not really expecting anything till Jump Festa. Definitely looking forward to the Demon Slayer movie, because I am trying to plan a massive outing to Carib for 4DX, for the 4DX. Like, I'm trying to get a lot of my friends and acquaintances, so that should be interesting. Hopefully, I know it's not this Friday, but I expect it should be showing the following Friday, so September 12th. So
Yeah.
yeah. So that's going to be. I've never been to a 4DX movie before, so this should be interesting.
Yeah, I heard 40X. I'm like, yeah, that sounds really, extravagant.
Yeah. So I think it'll be worth it. So
Oh yeah. Yeah,
so
good luck with setting that up. Oh yeah, that reminds me too. Another reason why I haven't been reading as much manga lately
yeah.
is because I've been like getting back into like my superhero craze again.
Yeah.
Um, like we had my friend and I, we had arranged for like to bring like a lot of people because we saw that new Superman movie,
Mm.
and so after that, I just started reading a whole bunch of comics and everything
Kind
after
of.
falling out of it for a few years. But Yeah, this has been all over the place for me as far as like, just like stories and you know, everything.
Speaking of which,
Just like
how was the Superman movie for you? Because I mean, I did watch it too. So
Oh,
um I'm me personally, right?
yeah,
I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Um there were parts of it I did like, but it just wasn't for me.
yeah, I
It's
got
just like yeah, I can go into like a whole like a little rant about it, but
you.
I mean, I had fun with my friends and everything, but like watching the movie, I wasn't a fan,
Hmm. Fair enough.
and I
Fair enough.
it could have been better for me. There's like things like it was set up to be it was set up to be really good, but there are some things that it didn't work for me.
Oh.
Wait, so you know the lore. You read like comics and so you know the lore of Superman and stuff. Or the DC universe.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, so yeah. That's why. Because you
that's another. I know what he's about to say.
no, because you know so much about it, like the lore and stuff. That's why you didn't enjoy it as much. Because I enjoyed it because I don't know the lore of it. So it's
Hmm.
like an enjoyable movie for me. So imagine the same thing like how same like Naruto and you know the lore of Naruto and then somebody adapt it or in the anime style. It's like you start nitpicking and so on. It's like they
Yeah,
didn't do this, they left out this. That's not how it
Hmm.
actually go. Yeah.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're 100% right. I mean, like I said, me and like a bunch of friends, like we went to go see it. Everyone else, like they're not comic readers except for one. Everyone else, like, yo, this is such a good movie. Everything else was so good, and I was just being like a little Debbie Downer, to myself. Like, I'm like, I don't feel the same exact excitement that they did, but
It was
it's
it.
because I was coming off of
Mhm.
all the knowledge and just being a longtime fan and everything.
There's one thing I want to ask though, because I've seen persons push this out, and I kind of have the same feeling too. Would you say it felt like an episode of Superman the animated series?
Um, it kind of, yeah. It
Hmm.
does give you like Superman the animated series vibes,
Hmm.
especially with the stuff for like Daily Planet and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
One thing I would say is the personality of Green Lantern. They
Yeah.
kind of off.
I mean, isn't
Was
Guy
kind of
Gardner
off. I
usually
think
a
he would be.
douchebag anyway?
Yeah, no, I was about to say, I didn't expect to enjoy Guy as much as because he was actually a highlight of the movie for me.
Yeah.
Because like Guy Gardner, he's a jerk, he's a douchebag, and like, yeah, he's not like Hal Jordan or John Stewart. The more Boy Scoutish of the Lanterns. Like, no, Guy Gardner, he will pick fights with you. He will insult you.
Wait,
He's like that. That
they have
cocky.
different versions.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's just like the Green Lanterns are like uh an intergalactic police force basically, and he's just one of the many Green Lanterns. But but yeah, they are making a Green Lantern series that's going to be set in a new universe, and you're gonna see like the more traditional lanterns in that one.
Speaking
But
of which,
yeah,
I need to even get up to date with Peacemakers. Yeah.
That's why I say I'm not even. That's why I said I'm not even into lore like the Marvel and DC
Yeah.
because I just found out that they have different versions of Superman. I said different versions. They don't have one.
No,
Like
multiple. Multiple, my boy.
so it because you see when I watch a movie, I like to go on YouTube and see like reactions of it. So like when I see like people kind of say, "Ah, it didn't true to this, it wasn't true." And I said, "This movie was great to me." I'm like, what?
No, that's honestly a great thing because, ignoring my issues with it, I'm actually happy because it introduces a whole new generation to the character of Superman, and the fact that it resonates with a lot of people. It's a beautiful thing, honestly. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, for me, the movie, it wasn't the greatest thing ever, but at the same time, I don't think it was as bad as a lot of persons were saying. To me, it's like in that 6 to 7 range for me personally, but it is what it is.
Knowing how those kind of movie end, I was waiting on the end credit scene to see like a different superhero pop up, like a Batman or
That Marvel
something.
syndrome, I tell you.
Yeah, because Marvel usually do that, like a new superhero pop up, like when the Spider-Man movie, and I think it was Venom,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh yeah,
Venom in the, and it's like, yeah, I like those kind of stuff. Like you kind of connect the things together, so
right.
I mean, it can be a bit of I love it as well, but I think sometimes from a writing perspective, if it's not like, how should I put this? I don't want to say it gets played out, but it's like now everything has to be like this connected universe. Like, oh, you have the MCU. Oh, you have the DC universe. Oh no, you have the MonsterVerse. Godzilla. Like everything has to be like this universe. Like I wonder if it kind of affects things down the line where it kind of makes
the
things harder
question.
for individual movies to be good on their own. But yeah, go ahead.
So question, like how Batman was like not Batman in Marvel, like how Iron Man was the start of the
Yeah.
kind of build different like the, what would I say, Avengers, and
Yeah.
they let out movies after and after, like connecting the stories together and stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder if this is the start of
Yeah, man. Yeah,
DC's story.
that's the case. It's rebooting from the Snyderverse essentially.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So even though a lot of persons still want the Snyderverse to be completed, I mean,
It's
I
not. It's
wouldn't
not coming
mind.
back. It's not coming back. And this is coming from a big Snyder fan.
Yeah,
It's over. We were lucky enough to get the
the Snyder
Snyder
cut.
cut.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah,
That was good. That was
very very
good.
much. Yeah, but as far as the actors returning and Snyder, it's not gonna happen. Maybe Snyder will return, but that universe is dead.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Is dead.
I want to the Black Adam thing, but because at the end Superman came.
Yeah, man, that would still be under the Snyderverse, so I don't
Oh,
they'll be
okay.
continuing
Okay.
continuing that, to be honest. Unless, as I
Okay.
said, unless they somehow Snyder comes back and they allow him to his universe to run like concurrently with the current DC DCU. So that's the only thing I would
So
say.
like an alternate universe or something like that.
Yeah, basically it's kind of like, yeah, you have, yeah, basically I guess they could, I mean, because of course DC has its own multiverse, so they could do something like that for real,
So
but if they will.
would you advise me to go and pick up like a comic or go and get more lore or just leave it as it is and just watch the movies?
Like, if, to me, wait, but did you watch like Batman the animated series and Superman the animated series and then like
I didn't watch it like, I watch
yeah.
it like in pieces. If it's on the TV, I'm going to watch
Okay,
it.
okay,
So
yeah,
it's
okay. To be honest, I'd recommend those. I think those are like really good. Like from Batman the Animated Series, Superman, then what? Justice League Unlimited, Batman Beyond. I think,
Yeah.
yeah, those 5 series definitely, and those are interconnected. Those are like what, in their own universe, their own animated universe. So
Yeah.
those
The
are pretty good.
DCAU.
Yeah, yeah. So those are pretty good. But I mean, I'm not much of a
Static
comic
Shock is
person.
DC or Marvel?
Static is DC.
DC.
Yeah, yeah. So
DC,
even
okay.
Static would be in the CM universe as the Static Shock series that
Yeah.
was on Kids WB. That would be in the CM universe as those series as well.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I remember when I think Batman show up in one episode like that or something.
Yeah, yeah. So there's that. There's that.
Yeah, it's fun. I think the movie was alright, and I understand your part at the end. Your part, Millennium, because you know about it, and so I kind of
Yeah,
understand. I understand.
yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah, for sure. Like I didn't walk in the movie like wanting to hate it, you know.
Yeah, obviously.
Um, but as I was watching the movie, I can feel like like the child like comic lover in me like just like wilt, like just diminish.
Mm-mm,
You,
not bad,
you
eh,
know,
Janu?
the
Yeah.
anime, God of High School.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that that I was reading the manhwa way before it came out. It's when it came out, disappointing.
Bro, I haven't even touched the manhwa for God of High School, and even as an anime only, the disappointment with me is just it was so huge. I can only imagine like how disappointed you are as a manhwa reader now because
Yeah, because it start off. To be honest, it kind of start off with kind of because they were supposed to introduce you when to how they get the invitation to be in that competition, but they didn't do that. But because they have good animations, people kind of some persons kind of overlook the starting of it. So, but as it continued to go on and the episodes come out, it's like they're missing so much.
yeah, it started to feel like just fight with no substance. Like the thing they
Yeah,
would accuse Dragon Ball Z for having, but in this case, it's actually the case with God of High School. It's just
yes,
like,
it's just like,
yeah, like the fights them they
and the
look
thing
good,
is,
but it's like man, I
they
said,
could
me
have
not
no,
feel
they could have
invested.
they got away with it because all of us was young back then. We don't care about the
Bro.
storyline. We just want to see fights. Let's be honest. They got away with it. If it was now, it wouldn't be as big as it is. I think.
Oh, Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Like no, because,
Oh,
Like
go ahead. Sorry.
no, because if you get what I'm saying, we didn't really care about like certain storylines or the deep meaning behind a certain things. We just want to see fight.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say fight without substance, just like God of High School and Dragon Ball Z, it's like we didn't really care about the substance. We just want
Mm.
to see school fight, shouting on top of your voice and pouring up.
But I
And
would I would argue that even like if I compare, the thing is, I think well, not the point that maybe when we were young that's what we wanted to see, but I think I would disagree with you on the point that persons wouldn't enjoy Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z if it came out today. From the perspective of like a lot of these channels who are I see doing like first time watching Dragon Ball or for the first time, and I see person genuinely enjoying it. But the next point I was going to say is that like when I compare the God of High School situation like and the what persons like the superficial criticism of saying, oh, it's just screaming and fighting without no substance. When I even compare that, like at the very least with Dragon Ball, I still feel connected to the characters, empathetic. I still want to see Goku being goofy and all of that, the interaction, the dynamic between the characters and all
no,
of that. I just didn't.
you
I
know what?
wasn't getting that with God of High School. Isn't me?
No, to take back what I said, taking back what I said, because when I look back on it and I say
Mm-hmm.
it actually have a good storyline, to be honest. Even
Exactly.
the Dragon Ball, the original, it had a
Oh, that's a goat, man. That's a goat.
world
Trust
building.
me. World
World building.
building, values, life lessons. I would say. Trust me, dog.
Yeah, so you're right,
Yeah.
you're right.
So
yeah, I feel like if Dragon Ball
You know
came
what?
out
I wish
today,
they
like
reanimated it though. Reanimated everything.
that would be crazy, but maybe for like a massive project later down in life, maybe in the next 10 years or so. But what were you gonna say, Millennium? Sorry.
oh no, like I don't know if it's I don't know if it's been me like have you guys read the Jujutsu Kaisen manga?
um.
I'm not going to speak on it.
So okay. So I haven't read it personally. I did.
But you got spoiled.
I got
But you,
alright. So the thing is, I had a coworker at the time who was reading like the Gojo versus Sukuna fights, and I did go and read I skipped ahead and I read the fight myself to get an understanding. I think I did watch a lot of review videos when it was leading up towards the end of the manga, so I know the complaints. I know the complaints. So
The moment I hear Sanjay say, "Oh, I have a coworker," I'm gonna say, "Yeah, man, he gets spoiled."
yeah, you cannot open up the internet that day and not get spoiled,
It's
man.
crazy, bro. Like, I'm really
Because-
wondering if anime onlys were doing reactions to it, especially since the season 3 trailer dropped today. I'm genuinely wondering if they haven't been spoiled on a lot of things. But anyway, go ahead. Let me hear what you guys are saying.
When I
But
go on Twitter and I see it and I say, this can't be real, and then I come up and then I go back, everything I scroll, I see it. I'm like, I kid you not, I deleted Twitter, I deleted Instagram. What else I deleted? I deleted all of the social media apps.
It's
I
crazy,
said,
bro.
I'm done with this. Even done with it. This is just annoying me when we get spoiled because of that.
It's crazy,
Annoying.
bro.
Sanjay say, I have a coworker. Yeah, man, you get spoiled.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy.
The moment I hear him say, yeah, man, I have a coworker. Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
And
bro.
then you probe further.
Yeah,
You know what?
exactly. Bro, like, even when I went and probed further and I read the fight myself, I'm gonna say, as a hardcore JJK fan, right? And of course, for those, I'm pretty sure persons who will drop on the stream, if you even make it to this point in the stream, you've probably been spoiled already. But fair warning, spoiler warning for JJK season 4 when it comes out. But I can imagine as a hardcore JJK fan, as a hardcore Gojo fan, coming from the end of the chapter where it's like, oh, Gojo wins, and then the next chapter starts with a flashback, dog. And then he's like, oh, he's losing. Like, what? Dog, that was so crazy, dog.
You know, I see a TikTok with a girl crying, hysterical. She tears. And he said, I was spoiled. I'm saying, yeah, man. I said, yes, this video is going to be good. Because he's a massive Gojo fan, you know. And I said, tears. It's not coming out her nose. And she's making the video and she's crying and saying, I can't believe this. I had to check for myself. And then you see, like, she video a reaction to it.
Yeah.
She's like, somebody, I think how she gets spoiled is she was doing a live.
Yeah.
And then somebody put it up in the chat and say, oh, Gojo. This can't be. And then she typed it in. And then they said, no, Gojo is not this and this. Said, oh. But she reading the anime things. She said, oh. And then she searched it up again. She immediately start breaking down. You think your mother died.
Oh, it's rough, bro. It's rough.
It said, not coming out. She's crying. And it's like, she just turned off the live, just end it right there.
You know what was funny to me in terms of the whole, even the string of fights after Gojo. I remember the same coworker, and did I complain about this? There was this chapter when they were saying like, oh, after all the shit Sukuna got through, all the fights him got through so far, and then make a statement along the lines of, oh, Sukuna isn't really trying yet. And you're like, what? What do you mean, bro? Dog, that's crazy, dog. The glaze is...
You're saying this stuff is just in this series. Wrap it up. Wrap it up, I'm done.
Yo, but then, I don't know. What are your thoughts on all of this, dog? Because it's just coming into me, bro.
Okay, I remember when the fight first started. It was like on a level of like like these big boxing matches. You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
Mayweather versus Pacquiao, like that sort of thing. And then like there was like everyone was memeing on each other. People were like getting into like arguments. Families were being torn over by this fight. And then on the morning of the big event, I opened up Twitter and like literally the first panel I see, of Gojo is that panel. Um,
Yo.
and then and that going to say is like connecting it back to Dragon Ball. Okay, so I'm gonna start with I think that like that fight in particular kick-started like the toxic nature of nitpicking and really going hard on the story as it releases.
Yeah.
And if Dragon Ball came out today, I feel like it would be under much more scrutiny than, because like as a kid, like we grow up with it, and the quirks and oddities of the story, we just come to accept it. You know what I mean? Um, and like the many plot holes, you're just, oh no, that's just Dragon Ball. Like you can like point it out and everything, but you're not gonna really have a big issue with it. Now, like let's say like we're in the middle of the Cell games, and we get to the part where Goku gives Cell a sensu bean.
Yeah.
Like had that released today, people would be so much like harsh on that moment. Like it's not even
Yo.
like if Dragon Ball came out today, like the Buu saga, you know how many twists and turns that went through? People will be like
Yo,
just hating on it like
just
no
end
other.
it already, bro. Just end it, shit.
Exactly. Like Dragon Ball it's great. It came out in like what the 1980s and 90s. Like it wouldn't survive today. I'm sorry. Like
Mm.
past the Frieza arc, like it wouldn't survive.
I,
Well, it would, but it would just be under a lot more criticism
Just
than.
imagine how with GT I was GT. What GT? Dragon Ball
Yeah.
GT.
yeah.
That got a lot of flag.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
definitely. GT. Similar to Super, I just think a lot of great ideas, but just as per usual, the execution. Because yeah, even these days you have a lot of Super versus GT. Not from like a post game standpoint, but just from like a story standpoint. A lot of persons like, oh, maybe GT wasn't so bad, or it's crazy.
Back
Yeah.
then I stopped watching Naruto because of Orochimaru and then start watching Dragon Ball Z.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, for real. For some reason, Gara and Orochimaru just never sit right with me.
Well, I mean, I don't think they sit right with a lot of people, if I'm being quite honest.
I couldn't pinpoint it back then, but it's like I couldn't watch it, and it's like, yeah, I can't do this. That's too creepy for me.
Yeah. Like we all know Orochimaru was creepy, but even Gara, like tuning exam Gara was just, he was just on another level
Different
of
breed,
creepiness
brother.
and that aura. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like
and I think I don't know if you know about TVJ that is the TV station used to show Dragon Ball like 1 o'clock in the afternoon thereabout.
Sometimes on Saturdays, I think. If that wasn't seen.
No man, weekdays, entire week.
Okay.
Every day. 1 o'clock the time there. So when I come home I say, alright, watching that. I think it was Naruto that come before it though. And but I had to watch it on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
So I watch Naruto on Cartoon Network and Dragon Ball on TVJ. So I just say, when the training exam part come, I like, I can't watch this. And I watch the TVJ, and then I think it was Cell Saga was going on. That part was creepy when he started sucking everybody out. Like,
yeah.
that was
Listen, you know, funny enough, I was watching a Cell video today with a friend. I was telling him, yo, bro, I think Toriyama just wanted to write a horror story for that imperfect Cell section, bro.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
yo, to be honest.
Like absorb I was a kid when I was watching the Cell Saga, and so he was like, I'm gonna absorb 17 and 18. Like I was scared. I was like, absorb? Like what does that even do? Like I was scared.
You, you
Like
know, Boomerang. I think it was a TV channel. It used to come up.
Yeah, man.
Show.
yeah.
It used to show those things late at night, and I watched Cell Saga during that time. And I remember late, parents were sleeping out here watching it, and you know the part where they show just the clothesline on the ground.
Yo, it's creepy, bro.
And this empty seat. It's like I got goosebumps. Even though I have goosebumps talking about it.
Bro,
I remember the feeling watching it.
bro, you mean even the
Yeah.
part when Piccolo finally finds Imperfect Cell and then this guy's trying to give like Piccolo money and Cell just observes, it sucks him out of his clothes. Literally. It's crazy.
It's a horror movie for sure.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a horror. Yeah, for real.
But so it's it. I actually would be interested in hearing what more people would have to say in terms of their thoughts on if Dragon Ball, like if it was happening today, how do they think it would fare with the online culture? I'd be curious to hear what more people would have to say on that.
You know, a lot of things opinions that persons have right now are certain shows. They wouldn't have it if it was back then. Because I think they would truly enjoy it. Because let's be honest, when you go online, it kind of shape your mind towards it already. Like, oh, you read this, it's bad. You're going there with a negative mindset to watch it. So it's like you start nitpicking you just start nitpicking everything that's bad.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, that's funny. Like years ago when My Hero first came out, for the first couple of seasons, like I was a heavy fan.
Exactly.
And it's not like the fandom, it played a small part, but over time I just like grew away from the story. But I started rewatching it again, and now I'm like, yo, My Hero's peak when you don't have someone like bitching in your ear about it. Like yeah, it's just and
Same
that's
thing
the
with
thing.
Black Clover is a good show.
Oh yeah.
But you see when persons come and say, oh, he shouts a lot, the animation is not good. When you watch it, it's like, they're kind of right, though. But I was seeing it before. I was genuinely enjoying the show.
Yeah, man, Black Clover, you know, before I got into it, you know, I'd heard the complaints of, oh, it's just a Naruto knockoff and all that jazz and blues. And I mean, but yeah, it's a good show. It's very entertaining. I love Tabata's arts in the manga, definitely, especially with the demons and everything. Yeah, man, Black Clover, that's the next one I need to actually catch up with too. I'm in the final arc as well, but need to catch up.
Yeah, just making sure you catch up with everything before it comes out.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to catch up with it. No.
I mean, based on the release schedule, you know, I mean, you could probably just wait until the anime starts back, but I would assume they'll be doing it seasonally. I'm assuming at least.
No, I mean, I was a heavy fan. To the point, I think I caught up with the anime and then I immediately go into the manga.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So it's like, but no, I just don't know why I just can't sit down and watch anime like first time. Because the moment I catch up, I'm going to read the manga and I just don't bother with the anime.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how it is with me too sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
I guess it's just that competition for your time these days. You have other things to do in your life right now, so if you can just, get the experience with the manga, and even when the anime come out, you might glimpse of one scene on YouTube and say, "Oh, okay, this is that scene animated. This looks cool," but you're still up to date with the story. Then that's it.
The same thing with Attack on Titan. After season 3,
Yeah.
I didn't. Attack on Titan was make me start watching reading manga.
Yeah.
The moment season 3 finished, I rewatch it about 5 times.
Wow.
Well, season 3 is kind of peak still.
Yeah, I can't blame you for that one.
And I say, I need more Attack on Titan. Oh, I can do this. And then I go on YouTube and I'm watching things, and there's somebody say manga. I say, oh yeah. And where can we read this now? I start searching the internet. I find it. Then I just start reading. And now after that, I just glimpse the Attack on Titan. And I will watch reactions of it. But other than that, I don't really watch anime like that anymore.
Well, I mean, the anime is done, but
yeah, no, it's done.
Yeah.
But it's like I don't watch it. I didn't pay it any mind like that.
Well, for me, I had to, because I was really interested to see how they were gonna do.
How they would.
You gotta animate everything, bro. All the carnage, all the madness. Yo, I'm not like the last few episodes. Absolute cinema. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh yeah, you have to you owe it to yourself to check out at least like the final.
Yeah.
No. I never say I didn't watch it. But it's like I didn't get the same feeling as how I would watch the anime when I say I watched the season 3 5 times.
Okay. I get you.
So it's like, I watch it and it's like, I just want to see how you do this, and then I go about my business.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Well, that's what it is. Anyway, gentlemen, I am going to call it for now. I mean, there's still work in the morning. Fortunately, unfortunately. Yeah. So, but any final words as per usual?
Yeah, not much. Yeah. No.
Millennium.
No, it was a pleasure speaking with you guys. Yeah, got real life to look forward to, all that good stuff.
Yeah, tell him.
And lot of business going to happen throughout the week because of elections. So
yeah, we got elections this week.
So there's a lot of traffic going to be on the road from today. From tomorrow to Wednesday. No?
Yeah.
Going to be at 9.
It is what it is.
So work, you have to get up early for.
Yeah. Well, alright. That's the case. Well, alright, guys. Respect for coming out. Looking forward to catching up with you again. Next month. Or if you don't even want to message me directly or whatever in the Discord server. I mean, as long as I see it, then fine, I'll definitely reply. But yeah, man, respect for coming out.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, bros. Alright, so calling it that. See you guys, man.
Alright. Good night. See ya.
Yeah, man. Alright, gentle people. Yeah. That's all I have for this one, August 2025's end of month subscriber stream. Thanks for joining. If you stopped by, or to shout out to everybody who stopped by, who stayed. Shout out to Millennium and Andrew there. Looking forward to what September has in store. I mean, there's a million and one things going on in my life, but I'm trying to just kind of balance it between that work, YouTube, trying to have fun, real life be happening all the same. So yeah, it can be a bit depressing more a while, to be honest. Sometimes you wake up and you wonder if you're making the right decisions, if you're doing enough or you're not doing enough. Trying to balance that with health, and you guys know, I'm sure. So yeah, But yeah, September should be interesting all the same. As I said, definitely looking forward to the Demon Slayer Infinity Castle movie part 1. So trying to, plan that out and head out and see that with friends in 4DX. So it should be fun. Should be fun to say the least. So I'll probably I'll do a stream or something about that. I don't know if I'll do a dedicated review video. I mean, I've already read the manga for it, so so yeah. But we'll see. But yeah, man. So shout out to everybody. Definitely leave a like, subscribe, share the stream out. Shout out to those who stopped by and who will be watching the stream after the fact. So yeah. Oh, and of course this week I think the next Expedition 33 stream I was planning to continue tomorrow, but it might be Tuesday. So, but yeah, but if not tomorrow, Tuesday for sure. So look out for that, subscribe, and yeah. So enjoy your night, guys. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the next one.